The Department of Energy's Office of Science and its national labs bring world-class expertise, advanced facilities, infrastructure, resources to address the most pressing challenges the United States face. And the foundational scientific research conducted by the Office of Science is critical to developing these. However, it's important that technologies are allowed to progress through the research cycle from basic research to application, and I guess try to avoid the so-called valley of death. So if you can explain the DOE work to ensure a smooth handoff from the basic science research to application by avoiding that valley?
Yes, thank you very much for that question, Senator Manchin, because that's what I took on the minute I got confirmed. This is unprecedented times for us to be able to make the kind of solutions that we need to make in order to address the climate issues and actually security issues today. When I came into this role, I had much more experience with the Office of Science, and I've spent a lot of time now understanding more of the applied areas. I've also been able to understand better this valley of death and what we need to do in order to fill that up so it can easily be passed across. In particular, I believe that the key players in this are really our DOE laboratories, because they are really the incubators for a lot of these activities that go from basic to applied. And so especially the handoff happens much more easily at our laboratories. That said, what I've been doing in the Department of Energy leadership is working together to more closely align those program officers and leaders in the Office of Science with the applied areas, with weekly meetings together, with bringing together ways at which they can coordinate across programs in ways that it's never been done before. I've been meeting with all of the national laboratory directors individually and also in groups to talk about how they can make this gap shorten to eventually disappear. They are all on board. I've also been meeting with small groups of the research officers from each of the national laboratories, because they're the ones that really have the tendrils down into their laboratories to understand what's going on, and they are right on board with this too. And so by working at various levels, I believe that we're starting to make progress in bridging these gaps, especially with our programs, our new Earth shots, the 3 that have been announced, and those require us to move across all the way to deployment. And so I've spent a lot of time with really talented people working in all these areas, and particularly the Earth shots, in being able to pull people together. And
how's it going? Do you feel like we're accomplishing?
Huh?
Do you feel like you're accomplishing?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Actually, I do.
People are coming together?
Yeah,
Oh,
I do. Well, you know, you have to have a carrot and a stick, right?
I understand. Let me throw this at you, too. Senator Barrasso and I introduced the Fission for Future Act. As you know, the recognition of the value of using advanced nuclear reactors to repurpose coal and other fossil-generating plants for nuclear power generation. Senator Barrasso, Wyoming has one on their, I think, in the building stage, right? Yeah. Okay. They're planning and building, okay.
Yeah.
We just changed the law in West Virginia to
I know.
I know. I'm as happy as you are.
Oh, my goodness.
Thank you. It gives all opportunities. So can you tell me how you all support this legislation and what you're doing to bring this to fruition?
Yeah, so as the legislation highlights, there's some key issues for advanced nuclear outside of electric applications. And so that includes industrial decarbonization, hydrogen production, isotope production, desalination, and more and more and more. Right. So it's not just about energy.
Correct.
There's all these other things going on too. And so what I've been doing is working both with the nuclear energy side in the applied areas, closely with the nuclear physics side, to get them together, and now they're collaborating with each other across in order to help to translate, to understand in the basic science side, to understand what the issues are that the NE side needs to be able to get worked out before you can make progress, and then also getting them, the nuclear physics side, to look more carefully about how what they're doing can be related to more.
Your communications people, if you would, consider basically putting out a statement saying the value chain that's involved, not just in electricity, but things you just talked about, what we can do with that reactor, the hydrogen, things of that sort, because there's an awful lot of applications and opportunities that people just don't know. They just don't know enough and the scientific value. So anything you can do to enhance that, putting a statement out, not just for my state, but for all states that have had a transition going on from their coal-fired plants into a new technology would be very, very helpful.
Great, will do,
Okay.
will do.